We should be good.
Yeah, we are good.
Hello from South Gloucestershire, hello from England, hello from Blighty, hello from Bristol, hello from Stoke Gifford. All of those things are true at the exact same time. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Big shock, I'm sure none of you are aware of this already, but I am in fact JP Corwin. We're going to do the usual drill tonight, little mini set, some Blue Card Classics, some Blind Indie Rock, some stuff from the upcoming projects like the Cycle of Bones series soundtrack for my fantasy series. Ask me anything, mini set of music, requests, blah, 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 blah. We do this every week. There will end up being a time coming in the very not too distant future where I will not be doing it for a week or so because I'll be too busy on a plane. But otherwise, this is sort of a weekly way for me to get together with everybody and connect and play music and do live shows without them being properly live shows. If you are watching via YouTube or Facebook, and you would consider it, please think about making your way to twitch.tv/JP_Corwin, at least long enough to give us a follow. We're pushing really hard to get to that 50 follower mark. We're over the halfway mark, we're just not there yet. Once we have 50 followers, we get silly things like, the ability to do custom badges and emojis and have people subscribe to us and all the other happy, fun stuff that you would get when you become affiliated with Twitch. So we're making the push. Please do, if you're watching this elsewhere, either now or in the future time where you're watching this in replay, do consider making your way over there and click and follow, please. Would be a big help. I am joined, as always, by my lovely and talented producer. Hi.
Hi.
Gwen, what did you do to your voice?
I changed it.
Is there an app for that? Did you
Download
download more RAM?
Kind of.
Damn. I am, of course, joined by my standard operating producer, the lovely and talented Knut.
Everyone.
I hope everybody's well. I hope people are not incredibly and utterly insane, any more than usual. But yeah, we're here. The thing, at the place, with the stuff. How was skiing, by the way?
First and foremost, Kamen Rider asks, I have a question. How did you meet the lovely and talented Knut?
That is an excellent question. I suppose we should answer it.
Do you
we
want to
met,
do it? Or
we met in prison.
We were cell buddies.
Yeah.
JP killed a man. I killed another man. So
we actually almost ended up killing the same man, but it didn't quite work out. So we ended up kind of murder adjacent. So we were random murder buddies, and we like to tell everybody the truth. We met in jail. Now, Knut is, as well as myself, an avid random both anime nerd and gamer. He is more avid in both frontiers than I am, but we actually met over a wonderful little game called Star Citizen. And that's where we first met, and we've known each other for, literally 3 years. Like, you were in day one when I opened the doors, which makes it March 16th. So we are a few days out from 3 years. It's our anniversary.
Bunch. Oh my god. I was the hardcore one, Came in and stayed.
Open the door and you're like, hi, I'm here. Kick me out. Fight me, I dare you.
Kamen Rider says, welcome back, Knut. I hope you enjoyed the vacation. Yes, I did. And yes, skiing was phenomenal. We had 2 full days of skiing non-stop from opening to end. I got some new skis, so that is always phenomenal. It was an upgrade from 14 years old skis, so it was about time.
Which is awesome in and of itself. Getting upgraded skis is I have to presume, an excellent feeling.
Yeah, I've been using twin tip skis, which is made for tricks and jumping, etc. for with normal speed alpine. So it's kind of not made for it. So it's very shaken, has a lot of difficulties with speeds. So I got now carving skis, which are pretty much skis that are better at cutting through different obstacles and also stability at 60 70 kilometers per hour, that sort of thing,
Nice.
which I end up going down
I
the
I believe
hard
it.
slope. So
I,
I've been skiing since first time I had skis on my legs was when I was like 3 years old. That was normal cross country, and I started alpine at 7. So I've been doing it for some time. So you know,
awesome.
that's enough bragging. Tegan says, "Good evening."
Evening, Tegan. Canute, I have to tell you, we borrowed the lovely and talented. I had a stunt Canute last week. I had a stunt Viking.
Oh my! Oh
I did.
my!
I did. I had a stunt Viking named Gwen, which is why I was so confused when Gwen's voice was suddenly yours. I thought maybe she'd had an upgrade and become like the level 2 stunt Viking, but apparently not. Apparently it's just I got the Canute back, and I'm okay with this. Like it's good. But yeah, I had a wonderful stunt Viking last week in the form of Gwen. She was made of epic, and I have no doubt that she will happily come back and do so again when you decide to leave me for somebody else, like skiing again or something.
Well, my only question is, did she throw axes and did they hit or not? That is the big question.
She did not, and so they did not. Which makes her, by definition, a slightly safer Viking than you.
Quite more sane as well, I would dare say.
I mean, I
ST
wasn't.
Bright 1 says, "Good evening to all."
Good evening to you. Thank you for last week following and jumping on, and thank you for coming back. It's always good to see people that I don't ever get to see, right? Like, England notwithstanding, I still hardly ever get to see anybody. So it's exciting. I'm glad you were able to come back.
Comment says, I prefer a bow to axes, smiley face. And bows are usually more accurate as well, so I would say it's a more effective weapon, but I don't know if it's as fun, though.
You'd have to try them both to know, is really the thing. I am fairly certain that Kamen Rider has thrown axes before.
Well, to be honest, Vikings don't really use bows, we only throw axes, so I can't really try it.
That is historically not accurate, but okay.
Yeah, but shut up. It's actually very, very inaccurate, but yeah, we didn't even throw axes even, but...
Well, the Barsarks did. Right, that's a thing that happened. Right. I speaking of random Norwegians, but I should probably make some music happen. Before people are like, shut up and make music happen. I should probably do that in advance of being told to shut up, and then unshut up and play music.
Shoot.
That's my thought. So I'm going to do a thing I never do voluntarily. It's a thing I only end up doing when someone says, "Could you do this, please?" At which point I feel bad, and so I do it. I'm going to do it voluntarily this time. Take that, Tegan. And then take this. Sometimes I get so wrapped up I don't know where to turn. And there are nights I like to drink myself to oblivion. My empty arms, my empty bed, my lonely's like a blade. Yeah, I conjure up a picture, but your images all fade. Memories get pushed traveling through the fields, yeah, that separate the boundaries of my fictions and what's real. Sleep leads to a secret world, the playground of the mind. When they're inside, I'll hold you close till I run out of time. Daylight some shall pull me back, I can't make them let go. Oh, I only wish that I could make time blind. Yeah. I lie here in this misty place between waking and my dreams. I try like hell to convince myself that this is what it seems. I hold you in my arms, I see my fathers and my sons, and I can't help but wonder how long till my will is done. Till my will is done. Till my will is done. I can't help but want these things. I know why I am here. Oh, and the trials that tomorrow brings in time will disappear. My love, if I don't find you somewhere on this ragged plain, oh, then look for me where dreams and nightmares reign. Lead leads to a secret world, the playground of the mind. Oh, when they're inside, I'll hold you close till I run out of time. Daylight some shall pull me back, I can't make them let go. No, no, I only wish that I could make time blind. Oh, I only wish that I could make time blind. Oh, I only wish that I could make time blind. Figure I might as well start with something like that tonight, for reasons.
And I've dropped the payload.
Oh no!
As a lot of you guys may have seen with that last emote,
Gasp! Was there?
we got a swoon
There was a
emote.
swoon. Swoon!
So, if you want to make the swoon emote, you simply type with big letters with caps lock SWOONER. It's down in the description as well on Twitch, how to write it. You can also copy the code through that one there. It's all the way at the bottom. Spam it wildly when you want to swoon, because that's a thing we want to do.
And thank you very, very much for dragging that one up out of the depths of the interwebs, Mr. Knut.
I just want to say personally, it is fantastically cute. I love it. I love it so much. It has 3 stars in its eyes as well. If some people can see that, JP couldn't see that. I had to point it out. It is cute. All right, we got a little bit of chat to catch up with.
I like chat. Let's go with chat.
So, Tegan prefers bows as well. Flails are much more fun, says ST Bright 1. We will never do that, says Tegan. Tell you to shut up, that is.
Aw.
And I also come in with, we enjoy your rambling sometimes.
Well, you know,
I didn't say
odds are
sometimes,
somebody
but
had to.
adds it sometimes. Gelsinger Flock says good evening from Facebook.
Hello, hello.
And Tegan says thank you, my favorite.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I'm like, hey, there's Tegan. Let's just start with that. As always, please do, if you haven't, spread the word. Let everybody know. Come find us on Twitch. We're really pushing for that follow count. We're getting there. We're close. We're closer. We're over the halfway mark. We have gone past that halfway mark. We're over hump day, so to speak. But
He
yeah,
also says it's anime as heck, and I love it. And I agree, it is anime as heck.
excellent.
That's why I picked it, obviously.
Because, you know, anime. And hashtag cute as heck. Which is, you know, a thing. Or should be. So, any idea what that was before I just break down and do it? Can anybody name that tune?
We have nothing yet.
My face is slightly sad, but that's all right. I can deal with the sad face. I can deal with the sad face, but I'm still going to play the song. And the minute I open my mouth, you guys will be like, Rassin. That's how that's going to work. I say that based on the people that I know are in chat. So, let's do that, shall we?
Before you start, Comment tried and Tegan tried, and no, you did not lose me, I just kept quiet. Astrid says, hello JP, and ST Bride says, drawing a blank tonight.
All good. I'm going to put you out of my misery, your misery, everybody's misery. There will be a misery-free zone, damn it. So, I won't tell the story behind this song. I almost never do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do the song anyway, I should say. Here's the song that nobody could name the tune of. There's miles on the phone from where I stand alone back to where you are. And the clouds all around bring the rain coming down. So, I assume at some point somebody could figure out the title for that song now.
So, let's go down the list. Common says, Yells! I should have known, dang it! Egan says, it's Saint Breitit Knute. And he also slaps self upside head for not getting that. He comes in with a heart.
Hi.
I know who that is. Astrid also jumps in with some angel.
I mean, I can do that, but that wasn't that song.
It's just a bunch of swooners. Gelsinger says, facepalm, I knew that. Valkyrie Astrid. Oh, okay.
What was that?
Oh, the emote. The emote was a Valkyrie.
Ooh. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a fan of those.
Indeed. Kruger from YouTube says, can you do Wonderwall?
Oh, God. I am a bad person. So before I put my brain to remembering how that song goes, which won't take too long, it's not that hard a song. Are you serious, or are you mocking me for funsies? I'm good either way, but I don't want to put the time in if you're just playing around. Wonderwall often is the most trolliest of requests.
Even I know that.
And again, guys,
Kruger
if you... Kruger says?
Sorry about that. Kruger says, I would never mock you, Graves.
I don't believe you.
Common says, Sir, Sir, I read that beating drums today.
Yeah, that'll happen too. So let me put this in perspective. I am personally now aware of a request for, of all things, Wonder fucking Wall, which is hysterical to me. It'll take me a couple minutes to remember how that goes, but it won't be very hard. Because everybody and their brother does that song. And I need to do Long Way Home for Astrid. And I need to do something about drums and pre-dawn stuff for the writer of the Common. That is my understanding of where things stand at this exact moment. Have I missed anything?
Tegan says, anything you're doing is good. Common asks, could we beat some drums?
Yeah, that would be the thing I was talking about. Did Common mock?
No, Tegan. Mock.
Tegan mock. Roger, carry on.
Common also likes Wonderwall, so it seems like you're gonna have to do it.
So much hate in my heart for you right now, Kruger.
Cause you know, you're our Wonderwall.
No, that's not quite right.
I apologize. That was cheesy as shit.
There it is. Let's see if I can remember all the words. I hate you, Kruger. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, your word is on the street, that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it down. No, I don't believe that anybody said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. This is what happens when you have me play a song I haven't played in probably since it came out. So yeah, take that. Not sure what you're supposed to do with it now that you've taken it, but take it.
Right before we started, Bjorn came in and said, "Yeah, you should do Wonderwall."
Ah, Bune, you're a jerk. I love you. In the face. All right.
It was actually very good.
Meh. I need to pick a
Astrid
different
says,
key for it.
Astrid says, "I like using the Valkyrie because I love the story and the lore behind them. It means I'm truly happy and will always be there for you no matter what."
That is absurdly, absurdly sweet, and thank you. And, you know,
Kruger,
Valkyrie. I'm a big fan of the Valkyrie. I will always be a big fan of the Valkyrie, even the ship. Kruger?
it's also Mercy from Overwatch, so it's also kind of cute in that sense. So I feel it. I feel it. Kruger says, "Thank you. It was all I could have wished for." Tegan also says, "We'll take it gladly."
I don't believe you, Kruger. But thank you, Tegan. But Kruger, I don't believe you. But, you know, that happened. So, where the hell were we supposed to go next? So I think we're going to do a little drum beating of the early type per Common Rider's request, and then we'll move on to Astrid's request. I think that's how we're going to do this, because I'm kind of feeling that right now. But not in that key. No, not there either. Hang on. Just go there. Yeah, that'll do. So, this is an old blue Carter of mine, and will be on the Cyclobone series soundtrack. And the Common Rider has in fact made the appropriate amount of journey and steps to get to the point where it shows up in book 2. So I was super amused when I got that random message today. So yeah, this is Sovereign's Call. Beat the drum early, my brother. Beat the drum, welcome the dawn. Raise your voice, call to arms, all of your fellows. We fight at our sovereign's call. The drum early, my brother. Beat the drum, welcome the dawn. Raise your voice, call to arms, all of your fellows. We fight at our sovereign's call. Come, lad, I see your eyes, terror behind them. I know that you fear what's to come. I've seen it 1,000 times, call me not a liar. The hour that heralds the sun. The heretics tell you a soldier fears nothing, and poets give war her refrain. But when the war horn rings true on the morning's first blue, then your heart may be thunder again. Beat the drum early, my brother. Beat the drum, welcome the dawn. Raise your voice, call to arms, all of your fellows. We fight at our sovereign's call. Time is a child running scared of its shadow. It flies though you wish it would crawl. Homely behind you 1,000 miles distant. Tomorrow you stand or you fall. Look to your captains, your brothers in arms, to your countryman's sword and his shield. Think you on your home if your heart beats alone, and let that be the power he will. Beat the drum early, my brother. Beat the drum, welcome the dawn. Raise your voice, call to arms, all of hail fellows. We fight it out, sovereign's goal. Then beat the drum early, my brother. Beat the drum, welcome the dawn. Raise your voice, call to arms, all of hail fellows. We fight it out, sovereign's goal. And beat the drum early, my brothers. So there you go, Common Rider.
We have another request from Jess D. Can you sing Break Even?
Break even.
The script.
Oh,
checked.
jeez. No, because I don't have that one even close to memorized. However, I will put time into that this week, and I will have it for you next week. Because that's usually how that works. If it's a song I don't know.
A reminder. Common says, fun fact, this was the first song of yours I learned even before Bloody Blue Card.
Nice. It has the distinction of being the oldest of mine as far as that goes. It's one of the only old ones of mine that's going to make it on the new Cycle soundtrack, which I'm still, though it's getting near the wire, I'm still on track to have done right around the end of the month, beginning of April. So I'm hoping to have it out officially for digital download for everybody before I fly back to the US, but we'll see. If not, it will be very soon thereafter. We're really, really close to getting everything finished with the principal mixing and tracking. And then it is off to Hybrid to do final mix engineering and final mastering and all that fun stuff to make sure that it is pristine, or as pristine as may be. So we're close. I hope to have it out before I leave. We'll see, though. In any event, it is the oldest song. The only old song, in fact, I think, that is on that particular disc. So, there you go. Astrid, I believe you had a particular request, as opposed to a vague request. So, we're going to do Long Way Home off of In Plain Sight, the first album I put out.
Right before that, Common says, where can we find and buy it when it's released, I mean?
It'll be everywhere digital. You'll be able to get it on all of your smart speakers. You'll be able to get it directly off of Amazon, off of Google Play, off of Apple Music, off of my site, jpcorwin.net. It'll be everywhere. Like, finding it will be easy. I will make the announcement, and it'll be on Spotify, and it'll be on Pandora last, because they take forever to go through the process. Even now, all of my stuff isn't on Pandora yet, just most of it. So links will come. The announcement will come. Follow me on social. Make sure you're paying attention to what I put up, and you'll get the info faster than other people. However, worst case scenario, show up one of these shows and it'll be plugged everywhere. When it releases, I'll make the big announcement, but when it releases, it will absolutely be on Apple Music and Google Play and Amazon Music and Spotify and everywhere else under the sun.
It also gives a way easier way to find it. Just look for red curtains.
Well, Red Curtain was an old disc I put out a while back. This is the Cycle of Bones we're talking about, the series soundtrack. But yeah, you can absolutely go and pick up the Red Curtain under a pseudonym I used for a long time, which is a blue card name of mine. So you can go and find the Red Curtain by Corwin Moray, and that will have the original version of Sovereign's Call on it, as well as a bunch of other stuff, including some traditional Celtic stuff, or just go through the JP Corwin stuff, and you will have no trouble finding that either. So that is that. Anything else before we dive in?
Go on.
You sound so... Go on. Fine. Fine. These things happen.
God damn it, we don't have anyone else talking. Oh, God, we gotta listen to this guy again.
Yes, fucker. God. Shows up with a guitar and thinks he knows what he's doing. What a jackass. Doesn't he understand we're all here to socialize with people that aren't him? Butte's got it down, him and Kruger. Nah, half step down. Yeah, that's better. All right, so here's Long Way Home.
Somehow you derive some comfort from the pouring its parade. Yeah, welcome to your life. It's a long, long road. Oh, welcome to your life. Yeah, the wind bites cold, and it's a long way. Just as slow the ending. You bring me my devil. You send me my angel. Angel, open up and face the day now. Sooner that you start, the sooner you'll learn what lies in store.
And there you go.
So, in the meantime of that song, you actually got 2 new requests. You're
And what
popular
are they?
today. So, first and foremost, Common says, tuning on the fly like a true champ. Gelsingflock also says, can you do as the crows flies?
Did we do that last week?
I don't know, I was not
I
here.
don't think we did. No, we did not do that last week. So yes, I can. For those who have no idea why
Yours-
that matters, it's a rule of the house, so to speak, that as a rule, I try not to do the same songs 2 weeks in a row. This way, there's a reason to bother to come back.
Common says, you did that last week, yush.
Did I?
Oh, no, wait. They lied. It was the week before.
I
Ignore
thought
him.
so. Crazy, insane person.
Yeah. The second one is from Blanca Snow on Facebook. If you have time, can you do I Will Wait? My Facebook is Bianca, or aka Bianca of Trimaris.
I remember you, absolutely. And I will put that in the queue before the night is out. I know I didn't do that last week. That was the week before. Excuse me. Okay. Crow is a good choice for a number of reasons. So yeah, we'll do that. I almost never do these 2 back to back, but we're going to do it tonight. 4 reasons. So, back to In Plain Sight, we will do As the Crow Flies, because Gelsinger said so. And as we all know, you need to do what Gelsinger says. Or else. Even the Hulk who smashes knows to do what Gelsinger says. Which would be funnier if there was a Hulk smashing somewhere in the chat, but I think the Hulk is smashing somewhere else in the house at this point. That's all right.
Absolutely true.
So this is As the Crow Flies. Certain crowd, and the apparitions that surround me, they somehow keep the normals out. Sit down and never mind the rain. Sit down and never mind the pain. Oh yeah, my head is pounding from all is locked inside, and all the flickering lights around me, yeah, they're like a million pairs
sometimes the horrors that they tell you can cause a fracture of your heart. Thunderous echoing voices, you'll only learn the things that you don't want to know. Unnumbered questions and no choices. Oh, when you won't see them, they haunt you, busy gazing at the chrome light. Born up to the sky. As the crow flies.
Wonderful. We got a little bit of a chat here. Blanca says, lovely, thank you. I'm also stating to the world that I'm being held hostage here every week, besides last week.
The statement is true.
And Common says, tormented by music and cliffhangers. Oh, the horrors. Tegan says, if he has groupies, we are them.
Nice.
Tegan also said a little bit earlier, we always come back.
Yes, the statement is true. And you sound extra dramatic when you're Knut.
Gelsinger says, squee, thank you. Common says, do what Gelsinger says, or L-singer.
Ow. That was bad and you should feel bad.
I'm spitting sand. Yeah. Tegan says, this is the cult of Corwin.
Oh, Christ.
We shall always cadre. Yes.
That hurts my heart. In a good way, but it still hurts my heart.
Gelsinger says, Hulk is smashing at a pool party tonight, but said to say hi.
Excellent. You may return a relatively chat-oriented hi. There is swoonage without her, which makes me sad.
But we're sending a lot of swoons her way.
Indeed.
Common says also, I will never apologize for art.
Right, which is why I feel like you should apologize for what you said. Kisses.
Ouch.
I love you.
Ouch. Rude.
Yeah, these things happen. Funny.
Back to requests.
Okay. Jesus, pardon me. These things happen when you drink too fast, apparently. So, let me do a quick adjustment. And then, we will make an attempt at I Will Wait. Which I suspect will be fine, but I would normally put that a little later in the show, but you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it now, for reasons. Mainly to make up for that horribly mean thing I said to the Common Rider. Because I don't want to get killed later. Or even earlier. So this was the first single I ever released a billion years ago in 2006. This is title track of my first EP, which later got remixed and remastered and a few things added to it and became the lead-off single on In Plain Sight. And so by spatial request, here is I Will Wait. For those of you that have watched this stream many, many times, you must by now have heard the story that this song, of course, has a code name when we're on stage. Does anybody remember the code name? It rhymes with something that makes wool.
Says, earlier, you're planning to travel through time. Common says, I should know this one. Ugh.
Apaka.
Rising, light the light. Daylight's fading into night. Shadows roll along where skies were blue. Looks like rain tonight, but I'll make it through. Still I'm standing. I know I'll get through. Time's all I have, and I will wait for.
So, Common gave the very good suggestion for your whole follower base.
Oh?
We should call ourselves the Alpaca Pack and confuse everyone.
Wow.
I support this decision.
So what I'm hearing is that my two chiefest troublemakers are in cahoots. Cahoots! You're filing articles of collusion so that you may be in official cahoots with one another. That's what I'm hearing.
I will not confirm nor deny that there has been cookies exchanged and involved into this cahoot.
Shit. Well, you know, when cookies or biscuits happen, that sort of seals the deal, doesn't it? I mean, how do you beat the chocolate chip mafia? You're fucked. You can't do it. It can't be done.
I joined the dark side the same way, you know.
Well, they have cookies. That's what you do. There are biscuits in the dark side. That's what you do.
Jedi have
spinach. I blame you personally.
Anka says, "Good times making the video for this song. Thank you."
Yeah, no problem. And yes, that was a big, ridiculous amount of fun. The 2-day shoot was worth it. Absolutely worth it. So I'm going to do a couple more, and then we're going to call it. But one of the ones I'm going to do, the first one I'm in fact going to do, is something that very few people will have heard before. For those of you that have their copy of The Dawn of Unions lying around, this might be a worthwhile time to grab it. The very first thing that occurs in the Prelude 1 in fact, is Keith is walking through the stables and he overhears his buddy singing this song. And he comes in as it's, a work in progress. I'm going to, for the first time, actually perform the entire song of The Eyes of Night. And that is, of course, on the forthcoming Cycle of Bones series soundtrack.
Hey, new stalker.
And we have
Thank you.
Whoever that is, thank you very much.
Chisakunai just followed.
I'm sorry, who just followed?
Chisakunai. It's Jess.
Yes, thank you very much, and hi, and thank you. You're going to hear the first half of the song now, because you've only ever seen, and even if you watch the early trailers for the first book, you'll have only heard the latter half of the song. So this is The Eyes of Night, which I'm super excited because it's going to be out on the soundtrack, and I'm just about done with it as far as recording is concerned, which is exciting. So there's that. Excuse me. When harriers came to claim their due of blood and lucre, hell's own brew, though numbers knelled our fall that fight, you stood with me again. The sun has sunk behind the hill, the river's song is sweet but still, when witch fog silver shrouds your sight, her heralds ride again. The warden's warning hearken to, when skyward climbs the half-veiled moon, when witch fog silver shrouds your sight, her heralds ride again. Though dusk is drowning day's last light, her heralds ride again. Let the little one sleep, and their innocence keep. Hold your heart far away, lest she find its
a final foe, the battle won. When every surface gleamed with light, we stood in triumph then. But now as twilight calls the moon and tries to sing an ender's tune, surrounded by the eyes of night, come stand with me again. For if this is our final hour, then let us greet the coach devour. Surrounded by the eyes of night, come stand with me again. With sword in hand and spear behind, come stand with me again.
So that is the Eyes of Night in its full.
Awesome. So, a few things. Common asks, Fish is curious as to whether you know Kiss from a Rose.
I do not know it to play it, but I will put that in the repertoire if you like. I've actually been toying with that for a while, thinking about adding that to it, but I wasn't sure it was worth putting the effort and time in because so many people are so long since past that song. But yeah, if Fish wants it, I will totally add that to the repertoire. I will try and have it for you next week.
Wonderful. Chisakanai asks, do you know the sea shanty by Vellerman?
I do not. I should apparently fix that. I'm glad this is all being recorded so that later on I can go back and add now 3 songs to the repertoire. But I'm afraid I know Batman, I don't know that one. Yeah, I know, it's getting bigger and bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger, and I'm good with that, but I mainly still blame Bunt.
Yeah, we can blame him. We can blame
Bunt.
him. You got a lot of swoons from that song, so it seems like everyone liked it.
Excellent.
Which is good. Gelsinger also says, sounds so much better than when I sang it in my head. Guess it's why you're the artist and not I.
Nice. It's exciting to get to do the whole song, just like with last week when I did Glory Not Gold. It's exciting for me to get to sort of lay out the whole song rather than just the snippets that you end up seeing in the book. The books, by definition, are meant to not be, and here's a bunch of poetry that's part of a song. You'll get parts of the song when it's relevant to a scene or when it's relevant to the book, the overall story, but nobody really wants to sit through reading in mid-story, here's a random musical break. So it's relevant when it's relevant and it gets put in, but with stuff like the soundtrack, part of why I wanted to do it is to get the ability to put the whole piece out there in a way that, okay, so that's the song, and that's the part that's in the book. Got it, right? It's exciting for me to get to do.
I will say this as it was written. I'm sorry, Tegan. Now that is hard! Bard even!
Nice. That I'm going to let that one go right on past without comment and just say thank you.
Astrid says, I shall follow you to the ends of the earth, forever by my side, dear friend. Content is simply know the music in your heart.
Well, thank you.
Tegan also says, how about tell me, ma?
Ooh.
Whatever that is.
I could do that. In fact, I'm going to do that. Yeah, we're
Like
going
also,
to do that.
that's absolutely amazing song.
Oh, thank you. It will make more sense and will mean more once you've gone through and read all, if you haven't done so yet, once you've gone through and read the whole of, or at least the overwhelming majority of Book 2 of the Drums of Unrest. The song doesn't feature in drums, but the meaning and the tie from the rest of the song to that particular book will be fairly evident as you go through and read it. It's that whole Warden's warning thing, Coach Devour and so forth, and say, yeah, you'll get the idea as you get through the book. Looking at you, Common Writer. I really wish we had a fiddle player handy. This song is much better with a fiddle. And actually a bow run. But it's still fun with just a guitar, so we're still going to do it. This used to be the Shut Up and Drink song. Every time I played out at a club, I would break the evening by renaming the terribly named but incredibly delicious shot the Irish Car Bomb. We will not ever call it that in any show I ever do, in any bar I ever go to, because that's like calling a shot the 9/11. You just don't do that shit. So we changed the name to Belfast Boilermakers. Still not an appropriate title, but it's much, much better than the obviously offensive Irish Car Bomb. Still, delicious shot. And the bars were always happy because it meant everybody went out and bought them and brought them up on stage or near stage and drank them all together. If you have never had that shot, it is obscenely delicious. But you have to drop the shot in quickly and then drain your half pint of Guinness, or else it will emulsify and be weird and texturally bad and chunky and so on and so forth. But it's prior to that, it tastes like a damn chocolate milkshake. It's delicious. In any event, this was one of the songs we used to do, either me solo or with the whole band, when we would break for that most delicious of shots. Tegan, you're a little bit on fire tonight with these requests, I'm telling you. So here you go. And then think about what we're going to do after that, because we're going to do one more and then we're going to call it a night.
I'll tell me ma when I'm going home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, stole my comb, and it's alright when I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she? He loves her, now the boys are fighting for her. Knocking on the door and a ringing on the bell, singing, oh my true love, are you well? Oh, she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Oh, Johnny Murphy says she'll die if she don't get the fella with the broken knife. Me mom, going home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She's a courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she? Rain and the hail come high and the snow comes shoveling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie and she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she'll run and tell her mother she comes home. Well, let them all come as they will, it's back to Murphy, she loves still. Meanwhile, when I'm going home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They took my hair, stole my comb, and it's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She's a courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me she's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She's a courting 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she?
So there is Tell Me Ma. You know, because why not?
The most hyper song you play on these.
Just about.
Maybe it's phenomenal.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm still trying to get you all to dance even harder. I don't think you're dancing hard enough, guys.
For that, I blame, I don't know. We're going to blame
You can
Blanca.
blame me on that one.
No, I'm going to blame Blanca.
Okay.
For reasons.
Speaking of, she also says, miss hearing you sing this song. Love, love, love it.
Thank you. I mean, the goodish news is that there's no, kind of live fire style blue card events anyway. So I don't feel like I'm screwing anybody over by not showing up at a blue card event. Because, we're not having them. So I feel like this is not hurting anybody to get to do shows like this. Plus fun.
Comment says, we can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind.
Don't leave my friends behind. What a heartless bitch. Don't leave my friends behind. Safety indeed.
Blanca also says, why? Oh, believe me, I am dancing.
Oh, really? I do you think we can afford that level of belief, Knut?
I don't know.
Seems a little sketch to me. Yeah, you know what? We'll let it go. We'll accept it and believe it this time.
But next time, it will be different.
Next time. All right, I'm going to go with one more. Does anybody have any particular requests, or shall I just pick something? I do have that ability.
Tegan says, tell him who said that. Common says, how about that lovely Keen song? Tegan says, bloody blue card. Common says, I lied to Tegans. Astrid says, Scarborough Fair. Blanca says, tumor and blood.
Right, that's 3 separate blood requests, which is a really funny phrase to say out loud. I've gotten 3 blood requests in this stream. There are other streamers that would be super excited about that for completely different reasons.
I'll not lie, it was very fun as well to read them all in pretty much one sentence. It was very funny.
But yeah, all right, I can do that. I can do that. I can do Trimarian blood. I think I know the words. I think. Maybe. I'm also making sort of a final pass at feeling out sort of whether or not I can do what I'm thinking about doing. I have another revolution around the sun to celebrate in another 2 weeks, and it happens to fall on a night that we're streaming anyway. I'm waiting to see if I can get away with a longer stream given the hour without pissing off my neighbors. If I can, we're going to do a full-on 2-hour concert thing on my birthday for reasons. And that will be fun. Not promising that yet. I'll have that decision made next week, but that's what I'm looking at. So, again, if you guys are, for whatever reason, watching me elsewhere, or even if you're not and you've done this already, do please spread the word. Send people over to twitch.tv/JP_Corwin. We're trying really hard to make the push to 50. We're just under 30 now. We're getting there. To get followers, and that will unlock a whole bunch of cool, fun stuff, including interesting perks for people that watch. So we'll see how that shakes out, but that's what we're pushing for. And we're getting there, inch by inch.
Before you start,
yes.
Tegan thinks I'm bad.
She's right.
I'll say I'm pure evil mixed with nice sugar soda, the evil Powerpuff Girl, I suppose.
Yeah, all right, I can accept that.
And Astrid says, which is the actual important thing why I paused you, don't forget my birthday is March 31st. Happy birthday.
So, happy early birthday.
In advance, yes.
It will be officially the 21st by the time I stop next week. For me. Right? But for you, it will still be the 20th. So you're going to have a birthday eve concert is what you're going to have.
31st.
Oh, well then it's going to be after my birthday show. But we will still sing random happy birthdays on the 27th. Which will be silly and fun, and we'll do that. Sorry, I thought you said the 21st. I'm like, well, we're going to be a day off.
I
So.
might have mispronounced. Who knows?
No, it's probably just Discord being silly, since that's how you and I communicate. Any other questions before we kind of wrap this one up for the night? I'll do Tremor and Blood, and then we'll call it a night. Does anybody have any other questions, thoughts, poems, haiku? Follow me on all the social stuff, links down below. Everything is /JP Corwin, except for Facebook, which is JP Corwin Official. Spread the word. Find me on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, obviously on Twitch, which gets an underscore for reasons. We'll change that as soon as it lets us, but it'll be another... I think it's the end of April we're allowed to change it over and get rid of the underscore and just make it JP Corwin like everything else. But yeah, we're finding stuff is easy. Stay in touch. Hit me up on social media. Drums of Unrest, second book in the Cyclobone series, is out now in ebook and paperback and hardcover. It will not be on audio for a while because it will take me the price of a late model used car to put the production together. I'm working on it, but we're not there yet. But the first book is The Drums of Unrest, is The Dawn of Unions. That is out on paperback, the novella, and on ebook and on Audible, narrated by the ridiculously talented, the immortal, the living legend, the award-winningest narrator in the history of audiobook narration, Simon Vance. Still can't believe he said yes.
Before you start,
Yeah.
Kamen says, though you didn't ask, I still made you a haiku because you're loved.
I don't ask because you'll do it. You've ruined the joke by proving that you can, which is sexy and frustrating.
So, Tegan said just got drums.
Awesome sauce. Thank you very much. Anything else before we dive in, Mr. Knut? If that is your real name.
It is not, but yes, we are good to go.
All right, then, by special request, here is the quintessential blue card song, Tremor in Blood. The shores of my homeland, they beckon to me. They cannot escape my mind's eye. At night, when I dream twixt the gulf and the sea, lay Trimeris, her arms open wide. From humble beginnings of fire and of rain, from dragons dead in distance and dream, more than history living is our crown to me, honor, glory, and chivalry's gleam. Trimerian blood floweth hot in my veins, like the warm summer winds I pray never shall fade, no matter where I lay me down. Trimeris, she's always my own, my heart and my sword to your crown. Trimeris, she's always my home. Long have I traveled all the known world I have tread, I've seen fairness, gentility, and grace. But when other kingdoms vive out their high praise, 'tis my heart feels it's empty as place. 3 seas guard the throne of my oath and my home, wide water the raiment of queens. Trimerian angels in grace stood alone, oh their beauty lends fighting men wings. Trimerian blood floweth hot in my veins, like the warm summer winds I pray never shall fade, no matter where I lay me down. Trimeris, she's always my home, my heart and my sword to your crown. Trimeris, she's always my home.
passion, and all light may fade. Come tyranny, oppression, and hate. There will stand one last bastion, so hope can remain, held by heart, blood, and glittering blade. And if ever a war I must wage me one day, or be drawn with my sword on the field, no, my friends, 'tis no matter what banners displayed, for my heart beats dry, merry, and still. Dry, merry, and blood flowing hot in my veins, like the warm summer winds I pray never shall fade, no matter where I lay me down. Dry Maris, she's always my home, my heart and my sword be your crown. Dry Maris, she's always my home. Dry Mary, and blood floweth hot in my veins, like the warm summer winds I pray never shall fade, no matter where I lay me down. Dry Maris, she's always my home, my heart and my sword to your crown. Dry Maris, she's always my home. Dry Maris, she's always my home. Dry Maris, she's always my home.
And just like that, we have come to the end of the road for yet another Saturday stream. Guys, as always, thank you so much for coming and spending time. Nice to see some new faces, some old faces. Just really good to see you guys again. I will hope to see all of you next week, but we will do this again at the same time. It will be strange, because it will be a bit of a difference for you guys as far as times go, now that I look at it, because daylight savings happens. Or daylight switching, whichever it is. I can't remember if it's daylight savings or spendings or whatever, but you get the idea. The clocks change. They change overnight in the US tonight. So what I normally do starts at 11 p.m. in the UK. Right, so it's a 5-hour difference. But for the next 2 weeks, basically from now until I fly out, it'll only be a 4-hour difference. So it's funny how that works out. So look for it a little bit later next week is what it really boils down to. Thank you very much, as always, for spending your time with us. I am still JP Corwin. That is still the lovely and talented Canute. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for all the electricity.